Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, am I too loud? Hold on. Let me turn it down a little bit. Hey, welcome to the Ritchie Roundup. Something I didn't have time to get to on the radio show on the radio. Soy el jefe de la radio. That means I am the boss of the radio in Espanol, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, on the radio tonight, I was talking about this lowlife named Graham Plattner, who is the Democrat Senate candidate in Maine, and he's running against the Republican incumbent. And he is a Nazi. He's a communist. He's a sexist. He's just an all around low life pervert. Okay, and that has been established. And I'm going to play you a clip of him in case you don't know what he sounds like.
These people are going to try to make this race about anything but what it's supposed to be about, which is policy. They never want to talk about policy. Amy and I have a very loving and very happy marriage.
They never want to talk about policy. That's the only thing they're gonna avoid talking about policy, because they just want to talk about things that are going to try to harm my lovely, loving marriage. You know, the fact that I am a complete and total deviant, that I am a communist, a Nazi with a Nazi tattoo that I had to get covered up when the election, when the campaign started. I was called out for having a Nazi tattoo, so I had to get it covered up. You know, all of those things. So it's not just that I and other conservatives are railing on him, you know, and all of these are alleged things. So, as you know, the Democrats, the left, spend their time always calling conservatives Nazis and racists and homophobes and all of these things, right? That's what they're always, you know, we're calling the conservatives. Sorry, that kind of hurts my throat to do. It hurts. So, on The View, those witches on The View have had to admit that even through all of that, this Sunny Hostin especially, she's the worst. She's just the absolute worst of all of those wenches. The wenches on The View. Here's a quote from Sunny Hostin. Quote, "So he's a liar, a racist, an anti-Semite. He's a homophobe. So he has all the things, and character does matter. But we have someone that has almost unbridled power in the White House at this point. There are no checks and balances, and the only way that we can maybe bring a bit of our democracy back is by having a Congress that functions and that has these checks and balances. And I do think one of the only ways is to win that seat in Maine." So here you have a woman of color, so put upon, so discriminated against. Oh, so downtrodden, this Sunny Hostin. And she is still supporting a man that she admits is a liar, a racist, an anti-Semite, a homophobe. She left out prevert. Because he holds the key to Democrat power. Is this woman that damn stupid, or is she just carrying the party line? Is somebody paying her from the Democrat machine to continue? She and those other crazy wenches on The View, are they getting paid by the Democrat machine somehow to keep this stupidness up? Or are they really that damn stupid And it's not like she's this Graham Plattner, the oyster farmer from Maine, who grew up with nothing. Well, actually, that's a lie too. He was raised a rich kid, and that's why he's a communist. Because most communists were raised rich, and they have a lot of money, and they want to act like they don't. So that's the question to me. Are these wenches on The View that damn stupid, or are they getting paid to carry the water for the Democrats? Are they being paid by the Democrat machine? Because once you admit that you're supporting a Nazi, wait, did she call him a Nazi? He's a liar, a racist, an anti-Semite. Yeah, she left out Nazi. But why? Why would she leave that out? She might as well. She said he's all those things. She's supporting a racist. That's the main thing. Sunny Hostin, with all of her, standing on business about racism and about this systemically racist country and all the stuff that people of color still have to deal with. Oh, she said the man is a racist and I support him still. She said, to be honest, his sexting is the least of my concerns with this guy. Graham Plattner trashed a Purple Heart recipient, said he didn't deserve to live, defamed fallen Navy SEAL Chris Kyle, downplayed how hard it is to report sexual assault in the military, repeatedly used anti-gay slurs and homophobic posts as recently as 2021, called himself an avowed communist and has a Nazi tattoo for 20 years that he's since covered up. Okay, so she did admit he's a Nazi. This guy just seems like a guy of not very good character, and there are a lot of options in this country. And by the way, there are other paths for Democrats to win. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, that's what somebody else said. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's what I read that wrong. That's what Alyssa Farah Griffin said. She said those things. Sunny Hostin's still saying he's a racist, but I have to support him. Oh, well, the plot thickens. So how can Sunny Hostin ever have, not, she never has credibility with me anyway, but how can she ever have credibility when it comes to calling somebody out for being a racist or calling something in this country racist when she admits that she's supporting a racist and a homophobe? What's she doing in Pride Month? Is this how you celebrate Pride Month in the LGBTQ plus community, Sunny Hostin? By supporting someone that you've labeled as being a homophobe? Huh? Wow. Isn't that lovely, ladies and gentlemen? Absolutely lovely. The emotions of feminists. Aren't they entertaining? Aren't they just delicious? I would love to know what kind of direct messages The View is getting now about Sunny Hostin supporting a homophobic racist. Gotta love it, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta love it. All right. I got to go to bed. I do a morning show, I don't know if I've ever mentioned that, but I do 2 shows, one at night and one in the mornings, and I got to go to bed. Thank you so much for watching the Ritchie Roundup. That might actually be a better name for it. All right. Good night. I'll see you later.